Hello. Still in chapter 3, obviously. And I want to talk a little bit about the stages of sleep. It wasn't until, the 1930s, 1940s, until researchers happened to connect an EEG machine, electroencephalogram machine, to the brains of sleeping individuals, and they discovered for the first time in all of history that there are different distinct stages of sleep that are characterized by a different kind of brainwave activity. And so now we know this, and we have normal waking consciousness, obviously, but then we have non-REM sleep, or NREM sleep, NREM sleep. There are 3 stages in that. And then the 4th stage of sleep is REM sleep, REM, REM sleep. So non-REM sleep, the stages of non-REM sleep, start with stage 1, where we're just we're getting groggy, a little out of it. You can kind of jerk awake, which really sucks when that happens. But non-REM 1, right, brainwave activity starts to slow down in terms of there are not as many brain waves occurring in non-REM stage 1. Slows down even a little bit more in non-REM stage 3. So brainwave activity is slowing down. There are not as many brain waves occurring. And then finally in NREM or non-REM stage 3, this is the deepest stage of sleep in terms of our body being completely relaxed and we are out of it. And it's hard to wake the person up, right, from non-REM stage 3 because that's a deep stage of sleep. They're just really out of it, man. So in non-REM stage of sleep is characterized by these delta waves, they call them. So you should know that non-REM or NREM stage 3 is characterized by delta waves, these high amplitude delta waves. High amplitude just means the brain waves are tall, right? They're really tall and they're very slow. So brainwave activity is slowed down a lot, and there's just all these really high amplitude brain waves. You're just really out of it, right, in non-REM stage 3. So dreams do not usually occur in non-REM stages of sleep. All right? So nevertheless, we really need this non-REM sleep, especially stage 2, stage 3, when we're really out of it. That's when the muscles of the body are really recovering from the day's activity, and you got growth hormone being, emitted by the brain. So your body is really recovering from your daily activities in non-REM stage 3. Now, also in non-REM stage 3, you have some stuff going on from that's unusual from time to time, such as sleepwalking, sleep talking, right? Tend to happen in non-REM stage 3. Night terrors also tend to happen in non-REM stage 3. So none of those disorders are really thought of as people acting out their dreams because we don't usually dream in non-REM stage 3. But after we've hit that deep, relaxing non-REM stage 3, then we move into REM sleep, REM sleep, REM sleep, and the REM stands for rapid eye movement. So their eyes may be closed, but their eyes are moving around a lot, and basically it's in that REM sleep. This is the stage in which we dream. We have our dreams. And REM sleep, you can see their eyes moving around, and they might be twitching a little bit. I always used to love watching my dog when I was a teenager, Pepe. She'd be sitting there, and you'd see her eyes start moving. I think she was still, to this day, I think she was dreaming of catching that postman finally in her dreams. But anyway, so REM sleep is when we dream, and you'll see that brain activity just changes drastically. Non-REM stage 3, you're really out of it. very few brain waves, and they're these high amplitude brain waves. And then all of a sudden, when you hit REM sleep, you get a completely different pattern of activation. You can see in this figure in the book that has the different stages, all of a sudden, the brainwave activity speeds up in terms of the number of brain waves, and once again, they're very low amplitude brain waves in REM sleep. So just the sleep just changes all of a sudden. And so REM sleep is when we dream, and when we will have these hallucinations, but hallucinations that are normal because we're dreaming, right? And then they have this graph in the book that talks about basically the sleep stages throughout the night. I don't know if you can see that, right, from this figure from your slides and in the textbook. It shows you basically if you get a good 8 hours of sleep, early on in the night, you're spending more time in non-REM stage 3 sleep. Early on in the night, you're in the deep sleep more often, right? As the night progresses, as you're asleep longer, up to 8 hours in this chart, right? You spend less time in non-REM stage 3, and you start spending more time in REM sleep as the night progresses. And generally speaking, about every 90 minutes while you're asleep, about every 90 minutes you'll hit a REM cycle. You'll enter REM sleep and dream. And notice on here, you're hitting REM sleep several times, right? If you're spending a good 8 hours asleep, which we all need to be doing. And each time you hit REM sleep, you'll spend a little bit longer there. But we're probably having multiple dreams every night. So we're having a different dream every time we enter the REM sleep cycle. And if you wake up and you remember a dream, you're only remembering the dream you were just having, basically. Right? Not the 4 others earlier in the night. And everybody dreams. Everybody goes through this pattern. So whether you always remember your dreams or whether you never remember your dreams, we all dream. All right? We all wake up a couple times during the night, too. In this figure, if you look at the older adults at the bottom of this figure, you see they're waking up, 12 times during the night. So you youngsters who are in this class, you're getting the best sleep you are ever going to get in your whole life right now. Yes, you're getting the best sleep you're ever going to get. So get it. All right? As you get older, it's more disrupted. This whole sleep cycle is more disrupted by these awakenings throughout the night. I better finish this video there.